Welcome back everybody. Today we're gonna play Skye on Sunset. Today is day 27 of playing every agent on every map. By the way, the people that are watching me on a daily basis probably have already realized I'm pretty late with my upload. That is because I have a pretty bad sleep schedule and I've played a total of 12 hours on stream today, and I was like, nah, I'm just gonna stream for like a short amount of time, 2-3 hours, and it turned out to be a 12-hour stream, which is pretty insane. We had a lot of fun during the stream, and I lost a bunch of RR, which I'm gonna try to take back this evening again. So if you want to come watch me on Twitch, come say hi. Yeah, that's basically it. That's why I uploaded so late. No worries, the other upload of today is gonna be at the right time, no worries. By the way, I was wondering if I should upload some stream highlights too. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see some stream highlights or not. By the way, thank you everybody for subbing from my last videos. The goal of reaching 500 is still there. It's gonna be hard, but 37 subs in such a short amount of time is actually crazy for me. I really can only thank you for your support, and I leave you onto the video now. This is my shop for today. Some pretty hot ass. I don't like any of those skins. I like the sound effects of the Radiant Crisis Classic, but like else, there's nothing really good in here. Starting off with A-side defense. On A-side defense, you can get early info with a flash like this one. Just anyone that is close in here is gonna get flashed, and you're gonna have the info off of that. It isn't worth most of the times because you're just gonna hear them running out here either way, but if they're deciding to play slow every round, it's worth to use a bird for information like this. Other things you can do is to wait for your teammate to go up close here, then tell him you're gonna flash, and flash something like this. They will be able to dodge your flash if they are fast enough, but with a flash like this, your teammate can come up here close, and you can double peek both together, and it's gonna be really hard for the enemies to dodge. And you also like use the full timer, so it's not gonna be a short flash for them anymore, but the enemies are gonna be flashed for longer. Other options you have is obviously hide from the cam back here. Go in this corner, and then use a dog to clear out main and clear out the trip, like that. This also works if you have a teammate going out, taking the ult orb right here. This ult orb is pretty good to take if they are always playing mid and B. Just have two people holding main. You can use a dog to clear main out, and then you can just take the ult orb for free. If you have a teammate holding, even if they're trying to contest you, you're gonna have a free kill on them. Other things you can do is if they have taken front side, or not front side, they have taken main here. You can go backside and do a flash like this one. It might seem weird at this point, but you already see the thing, like the idea. Get it stuck up there, and as soon as the enemies are pushing out, they're gonna be full flash. You can also pop it earlier, throw it up here, pop it, peek, and you can get 3 kills. Most of the people don't expect that flash because it's like up there, but if they come out like this, or even pre-aiming here, if they're pretty good, they're gonna be fully flashed by that flash, and it's like a kind of weird working flash, but it works most of the time. You gotta keep in mind though, don't peek out before the flash flashes, else they will be able to see you and might be able to spray you. And if you miss the timing, and they're already out, and you are still up here waiting for them to make any noise, you're pretty much dead. So always use that one with care. If you have the right timing and if you have the right feel for Skye, you can get a lot of kills from that. By the way, breach players are pretty common on this map, or like breach is pretty commonly played on this map. You gotta be really careful if you play a Skye on this map, especially if you dog. Always have a teammate either holding behind you or giving out information. A breach aftershock will fully kill you because firstly, the first thing is gonna make you go out of your dog, and the second one is just going to kill you right away because it's so short. Always have somebody watching for breach aftershocks, or if you know the enemy breach likes to aftershock, dog from a little farther behind if you want to clear something out. If you want to play aggressive on elbow, you can use something like this one. A flash through here, and then curve it over. Just don't look at it so you don't get flashed yourself, but it flashes pretty deep in main, and the people in main are most likely not going to be ready, and especially if you have a Gecko on enemy team, because for a Gecko flash to land up here you have to look here. The Gecko is going to be full flashed and he has to go back, and you have less enemies to fight. Going over towards mid. On defense, mid is most likely going to get smoked up here. you can use a flash straight out of the smoke to flash anyone in mid, and that coordinated with a market push and like 1 or 2 people out of the push, out of the smoke in top mid is really good. It is also really strong on the other way, but I'm gonna show you that when we get to attack. This way is a pretty good way to get kills in eco rounds, because there's gonna be a lot of people in mid, and especially if they are down here, they're gonna be full flashed by a flash coming out of the smoke, and it's rarely expected. So use that in eco rounds where you have your full team just waiting top mid for a smoke. If they don't come, you can just rotate to whichever side they are on. But if they come, just use that flash and you get 3 kills, and you might as well win some eco rounds. By the way, if you have lost mid and you're not 100% sure if there's still a guy in mid, you can use a dog like this one to clear out close here, then check back, and then even jump over towards the other side, because I paused, I didn't have enough time. I can show you that in like the right time. Just look over, go back, and then jump. And you can get kind of a lot of info, especially on A and tiles. Like that, so you know if the people are planning to go A or planning to go B, and then you can rotate towards that side. Another thing you could use is something like this, where you stand behind the info box in market and use a flash like this one. It is kind of hard to do, and it throws off your crosshair placement quite a lot, but if you learn it with enough time, the enemies are going to be full flash, and you're going to have 3 kills on the people coming in here. And it is a really strong flash. By the way, you can also just curve it around the side, or curve it around this side. But it's gonna be harder for you to flash in a good way, especially it's harder for the enemies to dodge if it comes from over here, because they're not gonna see it right away. You can also dog out mid from here, but it isn't really a good play, because sometimes people are coming from main, sometimes people are coming from here close, and they're gonna get in a free kill on you if you're dog in this corner. If you want to dog mid, I'd recommend you start a dog from up here. Up here is pretty safe. Even if they push out B, you're in a safe spot, and you can clear out a lot of mid and then just jump out to even see people in tiles here. Let's say you're defending B. On B, you also have a couple of options. Firstly, you can do the classic Phoenix play, where you wait here and then you flash into main. You can also do that with a Skye, just use a flash like this. I'd recommend you throw it into this wall first, because then it has a little time to charge up, and you flash them for the full duration. Doing that at the right speed is something like this. And then you can get the kills in main. This flash is better for your teammates though, because it's gonna take a couple of seconds for you to take out your gun again. If you're alone on B, I don't recommend you hold side. I recommend you just wait for the retake, maybe hold backside here, or hold backside here, or even go back towards CT and just wait for them to push. If they over push, you can get some free kills off of this corner right here. They might check your corner, but it's mostly not checked. And it's really good to have your util on a retake, because your flashes are pretty strong. Your heal is also pretty strong, so you can always heal people that are low. And especially if you are, if you're walking behind your team, you can heal all of them while they are going out and fighting, and they're gonna have a more health and a easier time to win their fights. If you're dogging, I'd recommend either this corner or the one I showed you before on the other side. Then dog out here, check this, always check this. Check front side, check this, maybe even check copy, or jump into the main smoke. This dog is pretty good because it stuns enemies that are close to it, and it also does a little bit of damage. Not a lot, but sometimes you can get a kill from it, and it's quite a funny moment when you get one. You can then use flashes like these. Just tell your teammates and market that you're flashing out of sight. So you flash the people in here hiding close. You flash the people in this cubby hiding close. They're not going to be able to see your flash right away because it comes around the corner. And you're going to flash the people playing close here. Not quite in this corner, because for that you need to flash a little deeper, but if they're playing like right here, or holding here, or even holding back from here, they're gonna be full flashed. So if you are retaking B side from behind, try to make your flash pop around here, so that people on all the spaces are gonna get flashed. Switching over towards attack. On attack you have a couple of options too. You can firstly flash here for information if you don't have a cipher cam or anything. Or you can use a flash around this corner right here to flash the people in main. This is especially good if you have a neon running up behind it. Just be aware that you can flash your neon too, so try to pop the flash somewhere around here and tell your teammate neon that you're gonna be flashing the close left corner, so she knows where to not look to not get blinded. You can also use a flash over towards here, through this window. You flash the people that are close here, and you get the information that somebody close here playing. And it's mostly makes them go back and try to hide either in this corner or to a side. Once you have taken main, it's always worth to take your the ult derp, because your ult is pretty strong on the Skye. It pings out 3 enemies, and it's usually pretty good for taking site or retaking a site. After that, I recommend you go over towards this corner, because this corner is a fairly safe corner to dock. Then clear out close, clear out here, and even check backside. For a side flash, you have also a couple of options. First option is pretty simple, just throw it around here. But if you know there's people probably playing from main, holding you from here, you can also use a flash like this one over, and then look all the way down, which pops around right here. And you flash the people, especially if they are holding from main. Else, there's not that much to say. You can still use the flash like this one to flash anyone in main if they're coming out. Just make sure to get it stuck up here. Peek. And always tell your teammates that you're having a flash prep for this. On mid, you also have a couple of options. Firstly, you can play tiles, walk up, clear out markets, and then go into the smoke up here and then flash out. Like this, the people close here are gonna get flashed, and it's really good to combine it with a smoke either here or here to the side if you want to take one side or the other. The other things you can do is firstly start off with a dog right here. I'd recommend you have a top mid smoke, clear out mid. If they're always playing aggressive in mid, a dog like this gets a lot of value. If they are not playing a lot of aggressive mid plays, you can also just walk up here close with a smoke top mid and then use a dog right here and clear out market for you. This is pretty good because there's usually a cypher trip or 2 in market, and you can clear the people out in market pretty easily like that. You can then just take B side pretty easily from market with a flash through here to flash anyone backside, or either a flash close here to flash anyone close. You can also throw a flash in towards CT if you feel like they're pushing and you don't have a smoke to block this spot off. A flash like this will stall them for enough time so your team can cross over and take site. Now we're going to B. On B, it's always worth to either early flash here to get information if people are playing close. This spot right here is a pretty strong spot, especially for an AWP or for somebody with flashes. So a flash right here early always gets you a lot of good info. Or you can use a dog, which basically does the same, but it's more specific. You see which player is staying here, and this is especially good if you're trying to re-clear B main. Let's say you just took B main without using any util. You can still dog from this corner, just be aware, breach aftershocks are a pretty effective thing against your dogs. And then you can dog outside, check the close corner, go here, check this corner, maybe even jump up here, and check out backside. Same thing can also be done if you use a dog like this one. Check close here, then check here, and then dog backside to get more information. You can then use flashes either close here, or even backside close here. So the people in backside are gonna be flashed and they won't be able to peek you. You can also flash on the other side of backside, by the way. It flashes with the people in backside too, but also the people close. Or you can also flash towards market, in the smoke, or even towards backside from here. These flashes are all pretty good because you can get the people that are playing in the back places, especially like right here. You can get them away or to look away, and your team gets some free space. In a post plant, I found a flash like this one actually works pretty good because the people don't expect it, especially if they're coming from backside. They're gonna be on a higher elevation trying to clear you out, or even here, and they're gonna be flashed by a flash coming up here. This is really unexpected, and it gets you a couple of kills, or it stalls you out time if you're trying to play for time. You can only do that though if you have somebody holding market, or if you have a smoke here and you know there's nobody going to be pushing out of the smoke. Coming to your ult. Your ult is best used on retakes. This is especially true for a map like Sunset. If you are defending and you have to use your ult at the beginning of the round, it's just not good. It doesn't get you enough information. Like most of the times in like the first 5 seconds you know where the enemy is planning to go, and you can then just use your ult if you're trying to retake a site. You can also use your ult on attack as a fake, because people most of the times expect the Skye ult coming from the place that your team is trying to take. So this is really good in B main or also in A main. because in A main you clear out the people in elbow and in main, and you send them back towards side or link. And on B you clear out the people here, backside, or even playing close, and the people in market. So you're putting a lot of pressure on the enemies, which is usually pretty good if you're trying to go for a fake. Another thing with the Skye ult I found that works pretty well, you have an indicator of when a Skye ult attacks or sees somebody directly. It's when the Skye ult turns blue on your mini-map, you can then just flash out of the smoke if you're in one, or just flash right where the enemy is shooting at it, because they're going to be shooting at it, they're going to be looking at it, and with a flash at the same spot, they're going to be fully blind. If I had to give Skye a rating on Sunset from S to F, I'd give Skye the B tier. She is a initiator you can use, but I just think a KO is better, a Gecko is better, a Breach is better, just pretty much any other initiator is better. She can still do the job, but she's just not quite as good as most of the others are. Part of that is that Skye doesn't have a recharge ability. Every other initiator has a recharging ability, but Skye doesn't have one, which makes her a just pretty weak pick in general. Riot really gotta add something to make Skye more viable again. That would be it for me. If you have any questions or suggestions which agents I should play next, write them down in the comments. And if you want to see anything else about Valorant, just write them down in the comments as well. I'll try my best to fulfill as many wishes as I can. That would be it for me. Don't forget to come say hi to me on Twitch. I really hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and see you guys very soon. Bye!